Good morning, students. Welcome to computer science class. In this section, we will be discussing about the part 2 of electronic spreadsheet. In the previous section, we have discussed about the basics of electronic spreadsheet and the windows of electronic spreadsheet and the parts that comes under it. The first topic is use of functions to do calculations. Functions performs the operation instead of manual calculations. So here functions are the one which is used to perform some set of functions instead of calculating manually. For example, if you are going to add the values of cell D2 to D7 and store it in the D8, you have to add one cell after the other in this given manner, right? In this manner. But if you are using the sum function instead of calculating one cell after the other, it will be more helpful. Sum function will perform the summation activity what it is being done in the above step. So it includes the function name is sum and it includes the values from D2 to D7 and this one will be stored on the D8. Okay. Next one, commonly used functions of the spreadsheet. So there are set of predefined functions. Predefined functions in sense it is being defined by the developers on the starting itself. So these are called out to be the predefined functions and we are going to see some basic predefined functions. The first one is sum. So sum, what it does is it adds the values contained in the range of cells. Okay, contained in the range of cells. For example, the previous one D2 to D7, right? So all those value will be added by the use of sum function. So average is used to calculate the average value contained in the range of cells. So for example, if you are calculating for D2 to D7 and those values can be calculated the average using the average function. Okay. And the next one is max function. So max function will performs to that is it is useful to find out which is the largest value in the selected range. Okay, and min function is used to find out which is the smallest value from the selected range. Okay, next one is count function. So count function will be useful for you to count the number of cells within the range. That is, for example, between D2 to D7 count, if you are giving function name as count and giving the ranges D2 to D7, it will calculate D2, D3, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Totally 6 is the output for this function. Okay. Next one is various ways of function usage. So in different manner we can use the function. For example, sum of A1, B1, C1. So we can selectively mention the names of the cell and we can include it under the function as it is being mentioned in the first line. Okay, next one is by giving the range A1 to C1. So it will calculate the A1 value, B1 value and then C1 value. The next one is sum function of A1 to C1 and the B2. So it will calculate A1, B1, C1, also the B2 value. Okay. The next one is B1 to C2. So B1 to C2, it will find in the range of B1 to C2. Finally, one range, so this A1 to A3, comma C1 to C3. So it will totally find the answer of A1 to A3 and it adds the function value with the C1 to C3. Okay. This is how you have to use the function in different method. This can be applicable for average, max, min and then count function. Next one is formatting the worksheet. So formatting in sense, So converting one format to the another format. For example, in the previous, that is in the previous digital documentation, we have seen how to edit the document, right? Similarly, we can apply some styles, that is apply font styles, font sizes, etc. These can be applied to change your own, that is original format, to an extended format of some designs or some styles that you're being applying. Okay, so there are some tools. So formatting tool includes font size, bold, italic, underline, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, increase decimal places, decrease decimal places. So as we all know, font includes different types of fonts that we are using, that is like Tahoma, Times New Roman, Calibri Body, etc. So the font that comes under this. Font size includes the size that we are being mentioning under it. Next one is bold. So the letter can be bolded using the bold, italicized using italic, underlined using the underline option. Left alignment in sense positioning the text. So alignment is positioning the text. The text can be aligned to the left. For example, the text in this cells can is aligned to the left. Yes. Similarly, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment. And increased decimal places will show you. So after mentioning that it shows more precise value by showing more decimal places. After point, it will show you some extra values. Okay, for example, 16.12345678 9. So this will be shown using increased decimal places. Next one is format cell for values. So if you are formatting cells, if you are formatting your content, you have to choose format tab. In the format tab, you have to select the cells option, or the shortcut that you can use is control plus 1. So under the format cell, you have different options: numbers, font effects, alignment, borders, background, cell protection, etc. So these can be applied under the format cell option. Okay, and also you have different categories and formats and the language that you are using. Okay, or on the contrary, you'll be having some preview option also, how it will looks. So then options for decimal places, so etc. And you have to fill all those things and you have to give the OK button. So formatting a range of cells with decimal places. If you are giving the decimal places, you have to select the range of cells. First, from A1 to A10, that is called as the range, right? So you have to select the range first, and you have to open the format cell dialog box, and you have to click the number tab. As we have seen different numbers, right? So you have to select the number tab and select the number in which type of we have to select which data type, that is number, text, etc. So you have to select the number and change the decimal places as required. Based on your category, you can select the decimal places and here finally click OK. So see this is how your formatted text will be looking like. So see here, this is 1.6, only one value after the decimal, and here we have about 6 values after the decimal, and here 6 again, here no decimal point. So this will be looking different, that is odd, right? But after formatting with decimal places, giving 2 after the decimal value, so we will be having a unique, that is your neat ordered one. Okay, next one is formatting a range of cells to be seen as labels. So labels is nothing. First, for example, first we will see how to apply it. So format cell, again you have to select the dialog box and then number tab. Here you have to select the text option, and finally you have to click OK, and finally you have to give the numbers. So see this example, you can get to know about it. So the mobile number we have as 165457896548. So when you are giving some zero in the prior, it will be not taking it as a value, because 0 has no value, that is no value added in the precise, that is prefix, it has no values, it cannot be calculated. But when we are giving us a text, it will be taking this value, whatever you are typing will be taken as it is. Okay, for a mobile number alone it will be showing like this, that is it will be having the number values alone, it will not take the 0 into account. Okay, next one is formatting a cell range as scientific. As scientific in sense, date category. Okay, so first you have to select the range of cells for which you are going to apply it, and format cell dialog box, and you have to select the number tab. Then finally you have to select date category, and in the date category you have to select the date format, and finally OK. See here, we have different formats, that is 9, that is month, date, month and year, and also we can give by the day 9 and the name of the month and the year. Okay, this is are the different date formats we can use, which one is applicable for us. Next one is formatting a range of cells to display times. As like date, we have our time option also. So same way you have to select the format cells dialog box, number tab, time category, and you have to select the how your time you want your time to be displayed, and finally click OK. See, different time formats available are, so time, sorry, hour, minutes and then second, finally ends with am or pm. Okay, and the next one is without am or pm, and the next one, that is a 24 hours format. If it is a 24 hours format, there will be no am pm. If it is a 12 hours format, there will be a am pm option. And next one is without displaying the seconds. Okay, next one, so formatting alignment of the cell range. Cell range includes, you have to select the range of cells first, and format cell dialog box have to be selected, and alignment have to be selected. Based on it, we have to select which type of alignment you are preferring, left alignment, right alignment or center alignment, and finally click OK to it. Next one is speeding up the data entry. How to speed up your data, that is entering upon the worksheet, how to speed up your one. So while giving first one is for number series. Number series is nothing, that is giving the serial number like 1 2 3. For in manually we can type for less number of entries. For large number of entries, if we have forgotten to type or if we are going to type, we can use this method to type your data entries. Okay, so you have to first type the 1 in the first cell and 2 in the second cell, and then here a box is being bold and small black icon is there, right? That is called as autofill handle. That is called as autofill handle, and you have to drag that up to that, you have to drag that up to which number, up to the cell that you needed. Okay, so that it will produce a series of sets, that is 1 2 3 4 up to how many cells you are selecting. The next one is copying formula. If I am typing a1 plus b1 in this series, a same formula will be copied to there also. A2 plus B2, A3 plus B3 based on the cell selected. Okay, this is how we can speed up your data entry in the spreadsheet. Next one is referencing. Referencing is the way to refer the formula or function from one cell to the next cell along the row or the column, like we have used like the autofill handle. So we have copied the formula from one cell to another by dragging the autofill handle, right? So similarly, this is how referencing will work out. So it is includes three different types of referencing. One is relative referencing, next one is mixed referencing, and third one is absolute referencing. So relative referencing is nothing. When you drag any formula in any row or column in any direction, the formula gets copied into the new cell with relative reference, as we have done for the autofill handle. So as I said, once you have to type a formula in a cell, and after dragging the icon, that is autofill handle icon, it will be copying same formula to the neighboring cells, right? This is relative referencing. See here, so once you have to type the C2 into D2 in the first cell, and after that you have to drag the column so that it will be copying the formulas in the relative cells. So it will produce the output in the final cell. Okay, we can copy in this manner also, or in this manner also. Okay, also we can display the formula. This is how we have to apply. If you want to see the formula that is being used under it, we have to go to the views tab. See here, views tab, show formula option. Next one is mixed referencing. Mixed referencing is one in which cell address name is variable and one cell address name is constant. So that is, one cell address is variable in sense the row's name will be different and the column's name will be constant. So in either of the both manner we can use it. That is called as mixed referencing. See this example, you will be clear about it. See here, the column name, that is H2 is the column name, H2, H3, H4. This column name is changing, but the C14, C15, C16 in this example, everything is in the different format. After applying mixed referencing, your formula can be remodulated as H2 plus C dollar symbol followed by the number $14. So C $14 will be copied to all the cell, placing the C14 as constant and the remaining one more cell address as changing one. This is called as mixed referencing. We can use it in the vice versa manner also. Next one is absolute referencing. For absolute referencing, you will be using both the thing as a constant, that is C12, that is C12 also constant and D5 also constant. You can be clear with this example. So see here, A1, that is dragging using the icon is called out to be the relative reference, and mixed references we can have $A1 or $1. Okay, this is, we can have the column letter or row number as a constant one. Okay, having without changing, so making both the one unchanging is called out to be the absolute reference. Next one is charts in the spreadsheet. So charts are the one which makes you to picturize your content, right? So there are different types of chart: column chart, bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and XY scatter chart. So column chart is nothing. It will be having X and Y axis, as we all know that. It will be comparing classes of data items in group. So column like bar, what it is like grouping the data by comparing it. Okay, it is next one is bar graph, bar chart. So bar chart is also similar to that, like comparing the data items in group by placing some bars. Okay, so like cylinder bars we'll be using, right? Cone, so all things comes under it. Line chart is by just drawing the lines to indicate your growth or comparisons. Next one is pie chart. By grouping the data items into a one and dividing it into its equivalent, that is called as pie chart. XY scatter chart is comparing the data in the form of pairs like x comma y point. So we will be pointing, right? That is called as scatter chart. Next one is how to insert it. So in order to insert, you have to select the range first, and then you have to go to the insert tab. In the insert tab you have to select the chart option, and finally you have to select the type of chart. Which type of chart? As we have seen, pie chart, bar chart, column chart. In this you have to select which type of chart you needed to be present, and finally have to select the chart, column chart. Okay, if you are selecting it as column chart, and then finally you have to click the finish button. Finally your content will be drawn into a chart. Okay, thank you.